Vote 2022. Tomorrow is election day for the Florida primary, and this year people in Clay County will have a new system to make it easier for people with disabilities to vote. And it's not just in Clay. It is called enhanced voting. Aaron Wilson, the founder and president of Enhanced Voting, is joining us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So you're actually in 41 different counties in some capacity throughout the Sunshine State.
That's correct. Yeah.
So that's most counties here in Florida. Tell me about Enhanced Voting. What is it all about?
Yeah, Enhanced Voting is a technology company that specializes in helping election administrators to run and execute elections through providing better services to voters. We specialize in accessible vote-by-mail solutions, as well as providing ballots to military and overseas voters.
Okay, absolutely. And we have times when everybody is watching the elections to make sure that they are fair and to make sure that they are secure for every candidate, every voter in there. How do you do it, and how are you making sure that people with disabilities are also given the same opportunities as everybody else?
That's exactly right. So the idea is we have evidence-based elections. Particularly here in the state of Florida, we have paper ballots that provide evidence of the election. But paper ballots also provide difficulties for voters with disabilities, particularly voters that don't have use of their dexterity, use of their hands, voters who are blind, and have other disabilities. So we need to offer them the same ability to have a paper ballot, but in a more accessible way. So what our system does is provide them the ability to use their assistive technology that they have at home, the same technology like screen readers and other technology that they can use to navigate their email, to obtain their blank ballot, mark it, and then print it and return it.
Yeah, so really they feel comfortable because they already know the process. They've already been through there because it's what they use day in and day out.
Yes.
And let's talk about making sure that the votes are secure. That's such a huge topic nowadays as we look at Vote 2022. So many people are looking at that very carefully, and they're worried about the security of these votes. How do you do that?
Well, so our system is it provides two voter groups who typically have had issues accessing their ballot over the years. So military and overseas voters, as well as voters with disabilities. So we're talking about groups that are stationed overseas or have issues getting to the polling location and voting here. So again, it's an absentee voting process that produces a paper ballot that is returned. Those paper ballots go through the same process as any absentee ballot in terms of checking voter signatures and making sure that they're from proper eligible voters. And all of that is processes that observers can see. It's open to the public, and so that's part of how we secure the election.
In the past, these were printed ballots that were sent out before Election Day. Now it's a little different.
Right, so your military and overseas voters have difficulty getting those ballots overseas because you go through foreign postal services and other things, and now they can access their ballot electronically through a system like ours. Voters with disabilities are here locally, so it isn't the transmission of the ballot to them that's the problem, it's the actual use of the paper to mark it.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. How'd you get into it? I know that you live here in Jacksonville. You're in 41 counties, so obviously you're doing something right. How did you get into starting enhanced voting?
Yeah, so I've been in election technology since the beginning of my career. I actually got into it with the Florida Division of Elections over in Tallahassee. So I've been doing it for about 15 years. I started writing this software in about 2013 for military and overseas voters, and then we expanded into providing accessible vote-by-mail a few years later as that trend began to grow and voters with disabilities found the need to access their ballot online.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure it's something that you're proud of because everybody deserves that right to vote.
Yep.
Everybody deserves it.
Yep, in an independent and private manner, and that's what we're trying to do.
Wow. Well, Aaron, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it, and thanks for what you're doing in the community to make sure that everybody has access to vote, and certainly we are looking forward to a safe and secure election day tomorrow.
I appreciate you having me.
All right. Have a good day.